Nigerians said there had been a report that the ex-president rallied all living former leaders to pass a vote of no confidence on Buhari and had waited for Obasanjo to debunk the story, but that has not been done. When they said you people brought bandits from all this neighboring country, thinking that this man will not release power. What's this man's name? The Goodluck Jonathan will not release power to you people. Have you come out to debunk it? That you invited all these bandits? Have you debunked it? Well, he recalled that the former Nigeria leader wrote Buhari in an open letter asking the president not to seek a second term in office. Obasanjo had, in an open letter ahead of the 2019 presidential election, told Buhari to jettison his second term ambition over the failure of his administration to tackle the nation's challenges. On July 15, 2019, Obasanjo wrote Buhari another letter saying the world, especially Western countries, has been warning Nigeria against descending into a state of violence because any outbreak would be difficult to contain. He urged Buhari to stop the embers of hatred, disaffection, and violence. Additional, in his article, wrote, there was a story that made the rounds over the weekend. A former military leader who also became a democratically elected president for 2 terms has been reportedly mobilizing all living former leaders to pass a vote of no confidence in President Buhari due to the country's security challenges. It was reported that only Gowon balked at the idea and opted out. I have been waiting for the story to be debunked, but it hasn't happened. Let them assume that it is true. Let them assume that it is true. The agent provocateur has been known as an antagonist of Buhari for a number of years. In fact, he publicly wrote a letter in 2018 commanding the president to dismount from the horse and allow another rider to mount. The incumbent demurred, is not democracy. Let us test our strength at the polls. The former leader mobilized against Buhari, publicly endorsing his former deputy in office, whom he had earlier destroyed and treated like something the cats dragged in. The election came and they were all beaten black and blue. How does he then think Nigerians will accept his constant haranguing of governments on as something actuated by positive motives? It is sour grapes, pure and simple. Do we have security problems? We do. Just as many other countries of the world. How then do we solve the problems? That is what we expect to hear, and not playing of petty politics under the umbrella of insecurity. Some of the issues are historical, transcending almost every administration we have had. They are almost as old as the country. Some others are relatively new: insurgency, banditry, kidnapping for ransom, and have the imprints of foreign backing. Particularly in some parts of the north, what is the way out? For the intermediate ones, it is crystal clear that no government can legislate peace. The people themselves must resolve to live together and accommodate one another. No group can wish the other away under indigenous versus settler sentiments. We must resolve peace. They must not only seek peace but also pursue it. As for insurgency, banditry and kidnappings, the government is rising to the challenges. Yes, there are successes and reversal at times, but there is no doubt that the necessary efforts are being made. It is therefore unconscionable to make it appear as if nothing is being done. It is a power struggle, a class struggle, an economic struggle, but at last Nigeria shall win. It is the sacred duty of the government to provide security of lives and property. Our constitution says it in a black and white. No leader will be happy to see his citizens killed. That is why, more than any government before it, the Buhari administration has funded our security agencies, trained, equipped, and motivated them. They are out there fighting to keep us safe. The least we can do is pray for them, encourage them, not engaging in petty power play. which amounts to dancing on the graves of the dead. Femi Adesina, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you are talking about. So you are saying there's insecurity, but I thought people said this insecurity they've been decimated, especially the Boko Haram, they've been decimated, and you are still telling us all manner of stories. Really? Always sound disconnected. I repeat, there's no way you will work with Buhari and remain the same again, no matter how educated you are. Some aides can speak without thought. How has killing and insecurity all over Nigeria translate to hatred for an incompetent president? I guess the entire country and victims of insecurities deliberately hate Buhari. Mr. Femi, please, you are talking too much. Nigeria is bleeding. The current security situation is the worst in the history of Nigeria. People are being killed like cockroaches on a daily basis. Ask yourself if those people killed are your sisters, brothers, father, mother, children, friends, and associates. How would you feel? For the fact that you are comfortable inside Aso Rock doesn't guarantee you any right to defend a failure. With people like you who are stupidly loyal to failure and refuse to admit that Buhari administration has failed Nigeria and Nigerians, you are one of the problems facing Nigeria. God forbid that I will refuse to say the truth, even when the truth stares at me in broad daylight, like this one. I'm not a fan of Obasanjo either, but in all honesty, this administration is the worst Nigeria has ever had. Everywhere has scattered. You guys bury heads in shame and hand over power to the courageous Omoyele Sowore for a better Nigeria. This is how Boko Haram started. Boko Haram was an unarmed group made up of mostly commercial motorcyclists in Maiduguri. They requested for a Sharia state. They were ignored. They went on peaceful protests. Nigeria police killed their members. Same thing they are holding in shite members today. Even in the corporate world, non-performance are never liked. Not to talk of a love. Consistent failure gets you sacked. So, Adesina, no one is hiding hatred for Buhari. They hate the failure, not him as a person. Pray, is there a day Nigeria doesn't lose 100 citizens a day on the average? So, what are you saying? Oh, it's hatred though. They should not talk about it. They should not talk about it. That's just what he's saying. Every Friday he comes out to be writing nonsense. Every Friday, Adesina comes out to be writing rubbish. They are so quick, so quick to attack other people, to blame other people, but they will not blame themselves. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.